GrindMachine CM is an incredible guitar amp simulator from Audio Assault, designed to deliver crushing, rock-solid metal guitar tones right out of the box. It includes 5 amplifiers, 10 cabinets and a specialised overdrive pedal for down-tuned guitar parts, making it ideal for any style of metal. Best of all, it's free right now with Computer Music issue 212. Like a real guitar amp, GrindMachine CM is a mono effect, so in your DAW, create a new project at 170 BPM, make a mono track and add the plugin. To play and record with the amp in real time, use a low latency setting and enable the track's monitor option before recording. To keep it simple, however, we're using pre-recorded files, so disable the monitor switch and drag the file Rhythm L1 from the tutorial files folder onto this track. And put bass.wav and drums.wav onto new stereo tracks. Play the track and turn your attention to GrindMachine CM's interface. The first thing to do is set the input volume on GrindMachine CM to ensure that it's receiving a sufficiently strong signal. Here we can safely crank input all the way up without the signal meter turning red, which would indicate overloading. As with all of GrindMachine CM's controls, you can hold Shift to make finer adjustments. The volume control simply sets the output level. While the HP and LP knobs control the cutoff frequency of high-pass and low-pass filters on the output. Which is very useful for taming overt bass or harsh treble. On the far upper right we find the gate. Turn this up to automatically silence the signal when it falls below a certain level for a tighter, cleaner sound. Now let's check out the amp controls. If you've used a real guitar amp before, you'll be right at home with them. Gain sets the amount of distortion. While the bass, mid and treble knobs apply EQ in those ranges. Try pulling down the mid knob for a classic scooped metal tone. The depth and presence knobs further enhance the bass and treble respectively. There are 5 amplifier models to choose from via the lower left amplifier selector, each with its own distinctive look and sound, but the same familiar control set. A guitar amp is nothing without a meaty speaker cabinet to get the air moving, of course, and on the lower right you'll find the cabinet selector, featuring 10 such cabs. If you prefer to use your own cabinet simulator plugin, you can disable it altogether with the adjacent switch. To really put the pedal to the metal, click the gent box area to show the gent box overdrive pedal, which, like a rail pedal, comes before the amp in the processing chain. This pedal is designed to clean up the low end of down-tuned guitars. Click the stomp pedal to turn it on, then set gain to drive the sound as hard as you require, gent to focus the pedal's low end filtering, and volume to level the output. That's it as far as controls go, but there's much more you can do with GrindMachine CM with just a little production know-how. First off, we can get a wide, speaker-filling stereo sound using double tracking techniques. Dial in the sound that you like, then duplicate the track and delete any audio on the copy. Load rhythm R1.wav, which is a different take of the exact same guitar part, onto the new track, and pan the guitar tracks hard left and hard right. You'll need to adjust the volume levels at this point because we've now got two guitars rather than one. We've now got a super wide stereo guitar sound. To make it even thicker, duplicate both tracks and again, delete the audio off these fresh copies. Now load Rhythm L2 and Rhythm R2 onto them for an extra thick quad-tracked tone, featuring 4 separate takes stacked together. Finally, route the 4 tracks to a group bus so that you can apply processing such as EQ, compression and so on to all the tracks in one go, as well as control the volume of the whole lot with a single fader. Now here's our finished demo mix with some further bus processing and master bus processing. Here's our guitar bus EQ. We've notched out a few resonances just like you would if you recorded a real guitar amp. And we've used a resonant high-pass filter just to give it a little oomph in the low end. We've used Barricade CM, which is a limiter, just to control any bassy peaks. There's a very small amount of reverb just to give it a touch of space, but it is very subtle. We've used Premix CM for broad tonal shaping to cut the mids and boost the treble, just to make it slot together better with the drums and the bass. On the master bus we've got some gentle EQ just to kind of tilt the mix towards the treble end to make it sound more like a commercial record. There's a touch of light compression, very low ratio just to glue things together slightly. And finally, for a touch of loudness, we've got a limiter, Barricade CM.
Download over 30 exclusive plugins. Get hundreds of pro-quality samples and power up your production skills with in-depth tutorials. We break it down for you step by step, and you'll see exactly how it's done in expert video guides and producer masterclass sessions with pro producers. Get all this and more with Computer Music Magazine every month on iPad and iPhone, PC and Mac, Android, and in print.